Come over to my part of the city. I got a hotel room, bottles on the shelf. Ooh.
Yo, what up guys, it's your boy V Anthony. Today we have a little bit of a different video than we usually do. I'm gonna be doing a story time, and as you can see from the title, this is one of the times I almost died, and this is not like clickbait or anything, this is for real. This really happened. So, to tell a story, I'm gonna go ahead and make up a couple names because I was with 3 other friends, and I don't really wanna say anyone's real name, so I'm gonna go ahead and use, I'll use Jack, Willie, and Fred, okay? So, I believe we were all sophomores in high school. I know Jack could drive, because Jack drove 2 of us there, but I couldn't drive yet, so we must have been sophomores. And this is like right before school started. I want to say either in the summer or like maybe within the first couple weeks, because I know it was super hot still. And so we all decided that we wanted to go to the lake. Well, we didn't know what we'd be doing at the lake, so we decided to bring like a football, a frisbee, like some things to play with, and snacks, all that kind of stuff. We each had a backpack, all 4 of us, and we're hiking into this lake, right? And my friend, one of them, I'll just call him Willie, he decides that we should go like really deep in there because there's not a lot of people there and it's a good place where we could actually hang out. Because he also brought like a speaker and he wanted to blast his music. So we all start going in, and keep in mind that me, Fred, and Jack have not been here before, like this far into the lake, right? So we don't really know what to expect. We're just kind of going along with Willie as he's leading all of us. So we're going in, and he's like, all right guys, we'll just keep going up. So we're hiking up for a really long time, and then down, up, down. And this is probably like a couple hours now, and I'm super sweaty. Everyone's sweaty. We're just like, yo, Willie, are we almost there, right? And this guy, the thing about Willie is he's super confident until he's wrong. So he'll just keep going. He won't even know until he's either right or wrong, right? He's like, yeah, we're almost there, and we just keep following him. And finally we get to this point where like, hey Willie, look, we could go over there. And Willie's like, oh yeah, this is where I was bringing you guys. This is the perfect spot. So now we're just looking at him like, what the? I thought this guy knew like where exactly we're going, right? Anyways, we all start going. We're like, yo Willie, how do we get down there? He's like, well, we could just keep going around. And he wanted us to keep going all the way around to come back. And we're like, oh, I don't know about that. You know, we've been hiking for hours already. It's gonna take forever to get out of here. So he goes, okay, here, let's just go down the side. So we start going down the side of the hill. Now, it's a nice day, and we're like, oh yes, you know, we finally found a good place to do this. So I don't even know how much time goes by. We start unpacking all of our things, all of our snacks. We start unpacking the frisbee, the football, the speakers, music, all this stuff. So now we're chilling, we're having a good time. And so I'd say maybe we're there for like 40-ish minutes. And my friend Willie's like, hey guys, let's go in the water. Because we were just kind of like on these potholes outside, which had some water in there, but it wasn't the actual lake. So we go in, and now we're going in the lake, and the lake is only, I want to say it's only like 3 feet deep or something like that. It's nothing crazy, and nothing to where any of us are thinking danger, you know? Keep in mind there's a current on the lake, but it's not really strong up here. And also I should tell you, there's different levels of this spot, so there's probably like, imagine like rocks right here with a current, and then rocks right here with the current, and then rocks right here with the current, right? But this is all the same stream. So we're thinking from the top part, that's probably the same stream as all of it, right? Because, you know, we haven't even been there, and Willie said he's been there, but he didn't say anything about this. So now we're just having a good time, and we start eating our snacks. Willie starts playing his music, and now we have the football going, we have the frisbee, and we're throwing it around now. I'm like, I don't really know if I want to be in here, because I know that I'm not the best swimmer, but I've already assumed that it's okay because it's only like 3 feet deep, like it's nothing crazy, right? After we're playing for a while, one of us dropped the football and it starts floating, and we're like, oh, okay, it's not a big deal, right? So I go and chase the football. So this happened a few times now, and I'd say probably 4 or 5 times one of us is going to chase the football. So you really at this point can't think anything crazy of the stream, right? So this is what happened. We ended up changing from our shoes to our slides, and now I have these slides on, and I have like the Nike it's like a little Velcro that goes across, you know, so it's nothing crazy. After a period of time, we decided to take a break. So now we're sitting down and we're eating again, and I have like my snack that I decided to bring was almonds, right? So I have this huge bag of almonds, and I'm just eating like crazy, like handfuls. We're playing music, you know, doing freestyle rap, just doing everything, like just having a good time. And I am just munching down on these almonds, guys, like freaking handful by the handful. I'm asking, hey yo, you guys want some almonds? But no one else wants any, you know. My friend Jack takes a couple, but I'm like eating this whole bag of almonds to myself, right? Keep in mind that I've eaten almonds my whole life. I've had them in cereal, like everything I eat, I love almonds. I'd say maybe 30 minutes, and this is another thing that like, it had me going really crazy because a lot of time went by before anything happened. Now I know I've eaten like a crap load of almonds and nothing's happening to me. So now we're playing with the Frisbee, right? And the Frisbee, I mean, you guys have played with the Frisbee, that thing goes anywhere, right? Willie throws it. He just throws it like freaking crazy, right? And so remember when I told you guys about the different layers? So there's a different layer of the stream up here and down here, right? So he throws it and it goes all the way. It goes probably like 30 yards and it goes down to the second layer. So I'm like, oh damn, you know, I'll go get it. So this happened a couple times, but what I didn't realize was that when I went to the second layer, the water got stronger, right? Like the current. And I was like, whoa, you know, I noticed it a little bit, but still not too bad. Like I'm walking just fine, right? And so I'm walking back, you know, I'm taking my time, I'm going really slow. When I get back to the top, you know, we just start throwing the Frisbee again. Well, I'd say maybe like 10 minutes later, Willie decides to throw it again. This Frisbee's like just freaking gliding on the water and it's going forever, right? So I'm sprinting over there and I dive and I get the Frisbee. But now my slide comes off, right? I think there was a total of 4 actual layers. And the thing is, we never saw what was on the other side of the 4th one. So by this time I got the Frisbee from the 3rd layer. My slide has come off and it just starts going, right? And I'm like, yo, guys, I can't find my slide. There's 3 of them there and we're all just messing around, so they think I'm like messing around, right? And I'm like, guys, seriously, where's my slide at? So I see the slide, I'm like, oh my God, it's over there. So I point and I just start running for it, right? But as soon as my feet hit the 4th layer, I'm gone. Like the current just takes me. And I'm like yelling for help and stuff. So literally, okay, you guys aren't gonna believe this, but there's like a little waterfall, and I'd say it's probably only like 30 or 40 feet. I didn't even actually look over to see how deep it was. I just knew it was crazy deep. Like if I go over this, I'm probably gonna die, right? I'm holding on to a rock, but it's one of those rocks that it goes up to like here. So it's sticking out of the water, but it's just a little peak. So I'm holding on to the peak and I'm yelling for them to come grab me, right? Because I'm not the best swimmer and I know like, yo, if I let go, I'm done. Like there's no way I'm gonna survive this. I'm gonna drown or something. I call them over and these guys are just messing around, and one of my friends, which I actually didn't know at the time, he had ADHD. So he brought a bunch of Adderall with him and he even gave it to one of the other friends, and they weren't like tweaking or anything, but they just could not stop talking, right? So they're just like talking to each other and stuff. The whole time I'm yelling, no one's coming to get me, right? And I'm like really thinking like, oh my God, I'm gonna die right now. I'm really gonna die. He runs over and he grabs my hand. And so he pulls me out to where I can just have the rock, right? Jack and Willie, they're like, yo, what's going on? Because Fred's the only one that has my hand. So I'm like, guys, I need help. I need to get out of here. I can't swim out of this. The current's too strong. So they start running over here and they start pulling me. So they're pulling on my leg and they're pulling on my hand. And they flip me over to where I'm back on the side where the dirt and the rocks are at and there's no water. And I'm just like, yo, I'm like breathing. I'm like, yo, you guys almost let me die. They're like, yo, you thought you were joking. You know, they couldn't stop talking. Seriously, they're just like, yo, we thought you were joking, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, what? Like, why would I be joking about this, right? But I mean, I guess I get it because we clown each other a lot. Here I am thinking, wow, I really almost died, right? And I'm like, man, that really sucks because I just lost my slide. I was playing baseball and we were traveling and I got that slide after one of our tournaments or something like that, and it was like 50 bucks. Like I just got it like maybe a month ago. And I was so butthurt because I was just trying to save my slide and I almost died, right? So check this out. This is the funny thing. After they flipped me over, it turns out that my slide got stuck in one of the rocks on the side of the lake. So it was going down the stream and it got caught. Like it just got caught, just stayed there. So if I didn't even do anything, if I just chilled and waited, I could have just gone over there and grabbed it. But I tried to be a hero. I remember being like 10 or 15 feet away from the cliff, looking over and like, oh my God, like, you know, I don't want to die right now. Like, this is crazy, guys. Now everything's all good. Everything seems normal, right? So we go back over to our spot where we're talking, we're playing games. My main thing was, thank God I didn't have to tell my parents, you know? My parents would never let me go to the lake again. Honestly, it was my fault for chasing the slide. But anyways, I'm getting off track. Well, no one really brought anything to eat. It was just all like our snacks, you know, whatever we wanted, like chips and stuff. It wasn't real food. So I go back to the almonds. And I've probably eaten almost this whole bag already. And by this time, I'm down to maybe like the last couple scoops. And I'm drinking water, and all I remember is that I had to go pee, right? And I was like, yo, guys, I gotta go take a leak. And they're like, yo, just pee on the side there. I was like, bro, I'm not gonna pee there. I was asking Willie, where's the nearest bathroom? He's like, I don't know, man. Like, I come to the lake and all this stuff. So I was like, oh my God. So I have no clue where the nearest bathroom is. So I go over to the side and I'm like, on the side of the hill, there's a bunch of like grass and like some like, not thorns, but vines, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. So I'm like trying to hide myself as much as I can under there just so I can take a leak real quick, right? And it's not till after that I start peeing, I start looking at my body, because you know, I'm taking a leak and I'm looking down, I'm like, whoa, like, I'm starting to get red. Like, everything's just starting to break out, right? I've only got hives one other time in my life, and that wasn't until like just a couple months ago. So that was actually the first time at that point. So now I'm just like, oh my God, like what are these hives, you know, what's going on? But I'm not thinking hives, I'm just thinking like, did I scratch myself in the water when I was being pulled by the current, you know? After I'm done taking the leak, I go over and I start asking them like, yo, does this look weird? And they're looking at my legs, they're looking at my arms, and they're like, bro, you're breaking out, what's going on? And I'm like, what do you mean I'm breaking out, bro? I haven't done anything, I've only had snacks. And you know, and I started thinking, I'm like, oh my God, this water's so filthy, bro. This water's so disgusting that I am like having a reaction just because the water's that bad, right? So I'm waiting like 10 minutes because I'm like, well, maybe you guys are gonna get it too, because everyone was in that water at that point. So now we're waiting. We're still just chilling, not really thinking much of it, but no one else is breaking out, and mine's getting like worse and worse and worse. And now here's the crazy part. I have no clue what's going on, and I'm still eating the almonds, guys. I'm still freaking eating them. So I'm trying to call my mom or dad to come get me because I couldn't drive at the time. The call wasn't even going through. I think it was just beeping or something, because where we were at in the lake, I had no service. And I was like, guys, we gotta go back, right? And they didn't really want to go back yet, so we're just kind of chilling. The only one who was like, yeah, we should start going back was Jack. Other than that, you know, they just wanted to stay there. So I was like, okay, you know, I think I'll be fine. So I'm thinking everything's good, but it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And by this time, I'd say maybe like 15 minutes later, dude, I have a rash everywhere. Like my face, everything's swelling up. So this is where everyone, even Willie, the stubborn one, was like, yo, we gotta go. I'm like, bro, no, we gotta go. I'm swelling up right now. It's getting hard to hear. My ears are swelling. Remember how I told you we went down the hill? We didn't go around. So now we had to climb back up the hill, and it's always so much easier going down. Now we're trying to climb up, and I'm like hurting. I'm like, I got bumps everywhere. Everything's getting itchy. And the more I scratch, it's just getting more inflamed. And I'm like, oh my God, like what's gonna happen to me? And keep in mind, we were like hours into there, right? Tried calling my mom a couple times, still not going through. And they've picked me up at this point to where I had to like kind of hold on to Jack and Willie while I was going up, and Fred was behind me just making sure like I didn't fall, because I couldn't really hike up that by myself. So we get up to the top, and keep in mind, we're hours into here, right? So I'm like, oh my God, I'm freaking holding my phone. I'm sweating so much because it's so hot. And I'm trying to call my mom. I'm trying to call my dad. At this point, I was getting ready to call the cops. I was like, yo, this, bro. I'm about to die. I'm about to call 911. So we're walking, and it's probably not for like another 40 minutes that I'm finally able to get a reception. I call my mom, and I'm like, Mom, you need to come to the lake. You need to come get me. And she's freaking out. She's like, why, what happened? I was like, I'm having like an allergic reaction. She's like, what? Allergic reaction? What do you mean? She's like, what'd you eat? And I was like, I only had almonds, you know, but I've been eating almonds my whole life. So she's like, no, you know, I don't think it's the almonds. And I'm like, I don't think it's the almonds either, you know? So I'm still eating almonds at this point. Now they're holding me up pretty much like this on them, right? And I'm like trying to walk, man, and I'm getting so hot, and I can't really do this anymore. And I'd say another hour or so comes. My mom's already waiting at the parking lot because it took us so long to get out, right? And I couldn't even call her because I kept losing reception. And she's like, oh my God, what the hell happened to you? Like, guys, everything at this point, because this is like another hour later, everything is just like that. Just red, it's swollen, it's itchy, I'm sweating, and I'm like, oh my God. And I didn't even tell my mom about how I almost fell off the waterfall. Now I almost died from an allergic reaction or something. Maybe 2 hours later, I get home. So I look at the Benadryl, and you know, it's like take 2, whatever. I took 4 of those motherfucking Benadryl, man. I took 4 of them, and I'm like just waiting. I'm like, please go away. Please go away, you know? And Jack, Fred, and Willie, they're all texting me like, yo, bro, what's going on? You going to the hospital? I'm like, nah, man, I'm not going to the hospital. Like, everything's all right, you know? Luckily, it ended up working out for me, but I just freaking took 4 of like the Benadryl. I got a cold paper towel, and I wrapped it around my eyes, and I just went to bed. Just went to bed. And I was just like, it'll be good when I wake up. I don't know how much long later, but I took a good little nap, right? And then Jack starts texting me, bro, you okay? And it's like 2 in the morning. And I go look in the mirror, and I'm still red and everything, but all the swelling's gone down. Everything's looking good. So I go and I take another 4 Benadryl. Everything started clearing up. If you have a reaction or something, you're not supposed to like just fucking go to sleep. You're supposed to go to like the hospital, or you know, take whatever you gotta do, but you're not supposed to go to sleep because you don't know if you're gonna wake up. And so I ended up waking up, and it was like 6 in the morning now, and it's like very little red dots, right? So like I have no clue what it was, but the only thing I'm thinking is the almonds, right? Now this is the next morning, and I actually have Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds in it. And I was super scared to eat it because I was like, yo, I think like I'm super allergic to this. But I couldn't be that bad, right? Because I ate a whole bag of them before anything happened. So I was super hungry, and I ate 2 bowls of Honey Bunches of Oats, and you know, those have sliced almonds in there. And my throat started getting tight, right? And it started getting red around my throat. And it was super hard to swallow, and I was like, okay, yeah, it's gotta be the almonds. Like, I don't know what else it could be at this point. So I've learned that I can have like peanuts and I can have that kind of stuff, but I can only have a little bit of it before something actually happens. So luckily I don't have like too severe of a case of allergic reactions, but I do have a little bit. Yeah, honestly, I think that's really it. I almost died twice on that same day. I almost fell off the waterfall, and I almost had a freaking fatal allergic reaction. Like, that's what it felt like to me. I don't know why. At that point, I didn't want to go to the hospital. I just didn't. Like, I just thought it was going to be all good. Which, if that ever happened to me again, hell no, I'm going to the hospital, bro. Because just a couple months ago, if you guys probably don't know this, but I had hives, and I still don't really know the whole reason. But, yo, I thought it was happening again, and that lasted for weeks. So I really don't know what's up with my body and why it reacts the way it does, but it's just the way it is. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I just wanted to do my first story time and let you guys know about one of the times I almost died. And yes, there's a couple more incidents. And Jack, you know who you are. I just talked to you last night that I was gonna be posting this video, and yeah guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like and comment down below if you want a post notification shout out. So today I'm gonna go ahead and do the next post notification shout out. This video's post notification shout out goes to Owl Aaron. Thank you so much for subscribing and watching our videos and leaving comments down below. It really means a lot to us. Thanks a lot, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys next time.
Come over to my part of the city. I got a hotel room, bottles on the shelf. Ooh.